Hey there, fellow Game of Thrones enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel, where we delve into the captivating world of Westeros and Essos. Today, we have a special treat for you, a deep dive into the intricate plotlines and gripping tales that unfolded in George R.R. Martin's epic series. So grab your dragons and swords, because we're about to embark on an unforgettable journey. Once upon a time, amidst the vast and treacherous lands of Westeros and Essos, a dance unfolded that would shape the fate of nations. Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons, found herself entangled in a web of power struggles and conflicting ambitions. Stuck in the ancient city of Meereen, a place she had liberated from the clutches of slavery, Daenerys witnessed her control slipping through her fingers. The wise masters of Yunkai and the great masters of Meereen conspired against her, longing to restore the despicable trade of enslaved souls. Meanwhile, Astapor, a city torn by civil war, faced an uncertain future as the oppressed fought against their oppressors. In the face of Yunkai's aggression, Daenerys made a difficult decision. She refused to send her army of emancipated eunuch soldiers, the Unsullied, to defend Astapor, knowing that her forces would suffer heavy casualties. This choice further escalated tensions, exacerbating the already fragile state of affairs. As if Daenerys didn't have enough on her plate, she faced incessant pressure to marry Hizdahr zo Loraq, a noble with ancestral ties to the mighty Giscari Empire. Hizdahr promised an end to the bloodshed caused by the enigmatic Sons of the Harpy, a clandestine society of nobles determined to depose Daenerys. However, her heart remained unconvinced, torn between duty and her quest for true love. Complicating matters, Daenerys grappled with the unruly behavior of her dragons. Drogon, the largest and most formidable of her winged companions, roamed free, wreaking havoc on the innocent and instilling fear in the hearts of all. The other two dragons, confined within the walls of the Great Pyramid, bred apprehension and uncertainty among her subjects. Amidst the turmoil, potential suitors vied for Daenerys' hand in marriage. Quentyn Martell, a prince from Dorne, arrived carrying an ancient agreement that would unite their houses against their common enemies. Simultaneously, young Griff, a mysterious protege claiming to be Aegon Targaryen, the legitimate heir to the Iron Throne, set his sights on Meereen. These suitors' paths to Daenerys, however, were hindered by vast armies gathering to crush Meereen, orchestrated by their own ambitions. Meanwhile, the audacious Tyrion Lannister, having dispatched his powerful father, Tywin, found himself entangled in the company of Jon Cunnington and young Griff. Misfortune soon separated them, thrusting Tyrion on a path that would lead him to Meereen, disguised as an enslaved circus performer. Across the narrow sea, Arya Stark, once a noble lady, found herself in Braavos, serving the enigmatic many-faced god. Sacrificing her sight, she delved into the secrets of the Faceless Men, honing her senses and mastering the art of death. However, her thirst for vengeance remained, as she whispered the names of those who had harmed her family. In the heart of Westeros, Stannis Baratheon, driven by his claim to the Iron Throne, sought support from Jon Snow, now the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. The threat of the encroaching others and their white minions forced Jon to tread carefully, torn between his duty to the Night's Watch and the impending war. He faced the ire of his brothers for extending a hand of mercy to the wildlings, while a looming prophecy whispered treachery and impending danger. Beyond the Wall, Bran Stark, accompanied by Jojen and Meera Reed, and the faithful Hodder, embarked on a perilous quest. Their journey led them to the Three-Eyed Crow, an ancient green seer with profound knowledge of Westeros' history. The green seer taught Bran the ways of his warg abilities, granting him the power to inhabit the minds of animals. Yet, trapped within the confines of a massive weirwood tree, the green seer yearned for Bran to take his place as the next guardian. In Winterfell, Theon Greyjoy, broken and tormented by Ramsay Bolton, played his role as a pawn in the schemes of House Bolton. The Boltons manipulated the people, presenting Jane Poole as the long-lost Arya Stark, thus securing their hold on the north. Winterfell became a battleground, as Stannis Baratheon's forces sought to challenge the Boltons' dominion. However, misfortunes and treacherous snowstorms tested the resolve of Stannis' army, leaving the castle tantalizingly close yet agonizingly out of reach. At King's Landing, Cersei Lannister, once the powerful Queen Regent, found herself imprisoned by the Faith of the Seven. Accused of fornication and plotting against the High Sparrow, Cersei's downfall seemed inevitable. The Tyrells, bringing their armies to the capital, fought to protect Marjorie from further harm. Amidst the chaos, Kevan Lannister, regent to young King Tommen, treaded carefully, refusing to aid Cersei's cause. As the story unfurled, alliances shifted, prophecies loomed, and the Game of Thrones escalated to new heights. Young Griff, proclaimed Aegon Targaryen, set his sights on Westeros, hopeful that his aunt, Daenerys, would recognize his claim. Meanwhile, Daenerys, lost in the vast grasslands, came to a moment of clarity. She yearned for her ancestral home, Westeros, and resolved to reclaim her family's throne. Tyrion Lannister, always seeking an opportunity, lingered nearby, anticipating the day fate would bring him face to face with the lost queen. In King's Landing, Varys, the master manipulator, orchestrated political upheaval, eliminating those who stood in the way of his chosen king. And so, the dance continued, spinning a tapestry of dragons, magic, and political intrigue. George R.R. Martin's world expanded, weaving together disparate threads that bound the fate of the Seven Kingdoms and beyond. The stage was set for the ultimate showdown, where heroes and villains alike would rise and fall, forever altering the destiny of this richly layered world. My recommendations. Now, you might be wondering, is A Dance with Dragons worth your time? Should you dive into this epic adventure or skip it altogether? Well, let me give you my honest recommendation. If you're already a fan of the Song of Ice and Fire series and have followed the previous books, then I highly encourage you to pick up A Dance with Dragons. This installment continues to unravel the intricate web of plot lines, introduces new characters and locations, and expands upon the already rich tapestry of Martin's world. And that wraps up my recommendation for A Dance with Dragons. If you've read this book, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't read it yet, what are you waiting for? Dive into the world of Westeros and Essos, filled with dragons, political intrigue, and unforgettable characters. Click the link in the description to grab your copy of A Dance with Dragons and embark on this epic adventure today. Don't miss out on this captivating journey that has enchanted readers worldwide. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more book recommendations, literary discussions, and exciting content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.